So with a fantastic year of 2022, it's been that was probably my best roller coaster year, and got to know Naya, proposed to her, and struggled with a lot of loss in that particular year. But continuing forward, we're actually getting caught up with the years. Probably by the end of this week, yeah, we're going to be at 2026 for the day streak. But until then, let's say goodbye to 2022, and just acknowledge the fact that we just did that. Hey, and just like that, me and Mom did 2,000 days on the day streak. We're up in 7th place, which is good. I'm not really concerning myself with, that keeping up with the Joneses in terms of Diamond League. But you know what? 2,023 days on the day streak is where we're continuing on next. And we'll talk about all the goods, all the highs and the lows. And also, to complete this friend quest for this week, we just need 3 perfect lessons, which is something we could do right in a moment. So let's say hello to 2,023 days on the day streak, and I'll see you guys in a sec. So, continuing on. We are set for living life. I don't know what I want to do for the first thing of the first lesson of the day, I suppose. Hey, 90% or higher in 3 lessons. That'll be the counter in which we get the perfect lessons. But I'll probably do a little bit of extra just to keep things going. And how competitive is it today? It's not too bad. So let's continue on. I'm thinking maybe we could warm up with a speaking lesson. Maybe we'll do listen up. And then you know what? I used to start these with continuing the needle forward. So let's do a personalized practice. Even if we might get one wrong, that's okay.
Meu tio é mais velho do que você.
My uncle is older than you. Meu tio é mais velho do que você. My uncle is older than you.
Meu primo jogava futebol como você. Meu primo jogava futebol como você.
My cousin used to play soccer like you.
Me conta o plano.
Me conta o plano. Me conta.
Me passa a bola. Me passa a bola.
Pass me the ball.
Não, são muito difíceis.
No, they are very difficult. Essas videogames or esses videogames? Esses videogames. Não são fáceis. Those video games are not so easy.
Meu pai é mais sério do que você.
Meu pai é mais sério do que você. My father is more serious than you.
A senhora Pereira caminha pela rua.
Can you... was it?
Senhora.
Can Mrs. Pereira, how do you say it?
Pereira.
Pereira walk down the street? Can walks.
Caminha.
It's can What? Oh. Why is... Oh, posso is can. Oh, that was misleading because it's a capital C. It trapped me. See, this is exactly why. It's not a perfect score, and that's okay. We're not perfect. Ooh.
Secretário.
Corre
Corre
pela rua. The secretary runs down the street.
Os clientes caminham pelas ruas.
Os clientes caminham pelas ruas. There we go. Ok, eles caminham juntos pelas avenidas. There we go. They walk down the street. They walk together through the avenues.
O meu personagem no videogame tem 3 hotéis.
My character in the video game has 3 hotels. Eu adoro
esses hotéis.
I love these hotels. Eu estou nível 2. Damn it, nu. Você
está
no
no
nível 3, né? You're at level
A senhora
3.
Pereira caminha pela rua.
Mrs. Pereira walks down the street singing do-what-diddy-diddy-dum diddy-do. Alright, anybody else here? Nobody's here. New nível 2 for the win. And we are speaking star. And most importantly, let's see that flame. What day is it today? And boom, 2023 days on the day streak. Keeping that flame going, keeping it alive. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, 2023 days on the day streak. We are party animals. Yeah, here we go. Party animals. Very good, very, very good. And, you know, it was a good day. It was a good year. Even though I was, actually a lot of traumatic things happened. But let's see, did we get a perfect score on this one? I think we did. There we go. Yeah, I'm not sending you shit, Luan. You didn't do anything. Boom, 2023. Bink. And apparently that means the whatchamacallit. And I'm going to screenshot that just for posteriors. There we go, posterity. And we're pretty much all set on that one. Let's see it on this one. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go. 7-Eleven committed. We are committed. Boom. 2023. Bink. Yes. And I'm going to screenshot that for a rainy day. We are going to keep this for forever. Forever. So yeah, 2023. We didn't finish everything all at once, which is... that's normal. You know, we still have this from yesterday, by the way. I don't know if I want to use it, but hey, you know. What happened in 2023? No Pokemon games. Yeah, there was like a 2023, 2024, and 2025 was the next release date. They have more sporadic releases, I guess. It may be a lot. It was maybe a time for spin-offs or something. I'm actually going to do Control F 2023. Oh, the Teal Mask DLC. Yeah, I didn't play that. So that would have been like whatever remake, I suppose. And Detective Pikachu Returns. Oh, I guess. Yeah, I guess some stuff, Nintendo classics. But nothing like super cool. Kingdom Hearts I don't think they did much. Yeah. Legend of Zelda. Is that when Tears of the Kingdom came out? I think it is. I still have that game in the plastic as well. I have a lot of games in the plastic that I'm like, oh, I want to play it, and I just never, I never got into it. I'm gonna try to play this one. Oh yeah, and we were talking about Mabo Stiff about yesterday, because Scarlet and Violet was an emotional type of, the B story of Arvin trying to uncover, the secret medicine that would revive his dying Dogi. That's kind of what I did with Bambi. I really wanted to see if the vet could do something about her, and we had to put her down. And being in that room with a pure, innocent creature, full of life and joy, and that light just fading, being gone forever, that was rough. And there were a lot of instances like that in the year 2023. So, let's continue on. Let's do, I guess maybe we'll do like one more Duolingos. Like one more perfect score. Duolingo. And we're gonna treat that as a questis. Because we got 2 mistakes to be erased. Eu estou no nível 2.
A senhora Pereira caminha pela rua.
Mrs. Pereira walks down the street. And we're going to talk about her feelings in a minute. But it wouldn't be right for me to... See, that's funny. That doesn't count as a minute. And just to be sure, I'm going to get the friend quest done. And I'm going to do 2 additional perfect things through 2 listenings. Just to finish things off and be done for the day. And that'll be it. Then we'll talk about it. Eles cancelaram o churrasco por causa das nuvens. 60 cadeiras são suficientes. São 60. Devo preparar a mesa dentro ou fora? Fora. Fora. I gotta say that way better. Should I set the table inside or outside?
Falta planejar as atividades.
We still need to plan the activities. Acho que não vamos ter sorte hoje.
Qual é o seu
e-mail com arroba with the @ symbol? What is your email? Qual é o seu e-mail com arroba? What's your email address?
Quando chega
o correio?
Vamos
mudar a festa por causa da chuva. We're going to move the party because of the rain.
Vou escrever recado para Ana.
I'm going to write a message for Anna.
Meu anel favorito.
My favorite ring. Which anel means something else in English. Let's do another speaking.
Jovem rebelde.
A young rebellious man. As famílias visitavam-se nos fins de semana. The families would visit each other on the weekends.
Eu desenhava e pintava na minha infância.
Yeah, I drew and painted in my childhood.
Na minha
infância vivia na casa de meus avós.
Ele tomava banho de mar todos os dias.
He went swimming in the sea every
Ele
day.
sempre contava histórias do vilarejo.
He would always tell stories about the village.
A casa dos meus avós é calma.
Ser filho único.
to be an only child.
Nós nos
Nós nos reunimos sempre no Natal. We always meet at Christmas.
Muitas salas de aula.
Muitas salas de aula. Many classrooms. So, yeah, we did that, and we got all the daily quests complete. I don't even know if I need that double XP, but we could certainly use it for something. But we basically got the friend quest done. We're in 5th place. Do we really need it? Part of me wants to just get 700 XP just for the lulz. Yeah, I'll do one more just to get the 700 XP. And I'm thinking we're going to do a matchy match just to keep things at 100% here. Tennis.
tênis.
They
Elas.
no longer.
Já não.
Every day.
Todos os dias.
Frequently.
Frequentemente.
Tênis.
Tennis.
Elas.
They.
Quase sempre.
Almost always.
16.
16.
Bilhete.
Ticket.
13.
13.
Barba.
Beard.
Frango.
Chicken.
Ser.
To be.
Buscar.
Já não.
Já não, no longer.
Todos os dias.
Every day.
Buscar.
Oh, to pick up. Okay. To grab. Small. Pequeno 16. Last por último. Beard. Barba. Texto. Mensagem. Almost always. Frequentemente. 2, 2. Punctual. Frequentemente. Chicken. Quase sempre. Chicken. Frango. Todos os dias. Ticket. Bilhete. Com. With. Tennis. Every day. Todos os dias. Be ser. To pick up. Buscar. They. Elas. Tennis. No longer. Já não. Orange, laranja, 13, jogo, game. Alright, we got a practice done. That's pretty much it. 717, that's a pretty lucky number. Yeah, and we're in 5th place. Like, I'm not looking to be in the top 10. So we could probably even relax on this. So, with that, 2023. Oh man, what a blur of a year. And I'll tell you what, we're not going to look at this one last time until I start talking about my feelings. So, you know, the depressive... I cried like every day when Bambi died in 2022. So, moving into 2023, begrudgingly having plans to see Naya again for Carnival in February. You know, not begrudgingly. I was excited to see her, but it was fun. You know, we got another place to stay, and I stayed for like a month and a half, and it was a good visit. But I just kept like it was kind of like emotional to like go through that. But you know, it was a new year and it was fun. I feel like I gained a lot of weight from the stress of everything. But you know, my health was declining from just being so caring. But after that, you know, came home and we got ready for, I think I applied for the K1 visa and we got all that paperwork finally done and registered. And so we're gearing everything up for the visa and, you know, paperwork and blah, blah, blah. And so we're all set, you know, and submitted it, blah, blah, blah. We finally got word in like a year later that, you know, that I could see her again. And with that, I don't know, just, it was kind of a rough year in the sense of like, I had a lot of swindling, like pieces of shit in a Ponzi scheme that I was not involved in, but just a victim of. And in the midst of that, I, you know, it wasn't so bad because I ended up escaping easily, but you know, with the help of, you know, the right people and whatnot. And with that, though, little did I know would it be the last year of my friend Graham's life, and I still have this. This has been on this same desk, even though this desk has moved from one place to the other. I still have this. In honor of him, in hopes that, you know, him and I maybe, jam again together one day up there. But, he was a victim of, just father rejecting him. And, for 10 years, exactly. And he ended up, ending his life from the depression of that. And it was kind of sad. He's a big fan of Marvel Comics and Rubik's Cubes, That's how you know he was on the spectrum. But it takes one to know one, I suppose. I just have Pokemons and Duolingos every day and music. We both bonded over music, though. He was a super smart guy. And in the midst of that, too, the next Tuesday, the Queen died, Queen Kalulu. She was our original bunny, and I thought she was going to pass away first, which it wasn't as impactful because she was 12. She was 12 years old. And I think I said that in my day 2011 or 2012. It's like, oh yeah, 2011 was the first time I ever had a bunny rabbit. And it changed my life. And I think Bam came into our lives maybe 2017 or 2018. I forget the timeline. And I know baby Chloe came into our lives around like 2017 or 18. Yeah, and I almost forgot to mention that. And then Bambi, passed away first. I think the upsetting thing was seeing Chloe cry when we came home without her. That was probably the most horrifying with Bambi. But, this year being, the last year, 2023 being the last day on Earth for the Queen being around, it was a roller coaster in its own thing, and I wasn't going back and forth. I was actively being scammed in the same time as like just trying to get and scrounge for money. And with that, I finally just was like, you know what? I got myself out from under everything. I started working like crazy. And I stopped going to therapy because of it, because I didn't have any time to go see therapy. And yeah, I just went from like the end of August, September, October, November, and a little bit into December, I just worked like crazy at a casino. And I was just, I don't know, I was just going like crazy, and then I'm like, let me find a remote job, let's find something. Then I found my shitty credit union job in 2024, but for May. So I was kind of unemployed here off and on for that. I still had some busy work then, but we, found extra work. Working a shitty call center job, and that's where, the next year I think popped into play. But basically the end of the year was from August to beginning of December was just a super, super grind of just, trying to save as much funds as possible. So, anyways, with that being said, it was a rough year. But at least it started okay. At least it was like, okay, I'm visiting Naya. I made it to my 900th day. I think that summer, yeah, if I'm not mistaken, that summer, I made it, yeah, because it was 2023. I made it to my 1,000th day. And I think all the stress from being taken advantage of added to the weight. I'm still got it on me. And, the strain, it put a big strain on the relationship too, but, we're working it out. We're still trying to be better versions of ourselves at every point. And at least, and my whole thing was like, at least this was submitted. At least, we submitted the K1 visa and everything's squared away. And now, we're in this like weird epilogue where I don't even know what's going to happen next. But anyways, that's pretty much my year in 2023. We're just, I think we're going to leave it at that. I didn't play any extra video games. I promised like 3 winters ago, actually, or 3 years ago to a friend of mine. Like, I just want to play Tears of the Kingdom, because that's actually a video game Graham and I bonded over. We bonded over Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, and I just never played Tears of the Kingdom. It's been years. It's been 3 years. Like, it'll already have been out, and I still haven't played the Tears of the Kingdom yet. So there might be something in the future where I'm just like, oh, I've never played this before. Let's give it a shot. But to try to like liven up older Nintendo games, out of styled Nintendo games. But I don't even know if that's a good platform, because everything's so driven by what's new and fresh and all that stuff. And I'm in like a sea of streaming people that already know all the secrets and know exactly how the game is supposed to be. So I wonder, like, should I even just stream it, or should I just play it on my own time? But anyways, I'm not going to overthink it too much. I got to say, though, it was a tough year. I'd say that year was kind of a tough year. 2022 was a major celebratory year. It seems as though at the threes, like 2013 was rough. Then 2023 was really rough. So it goes to show, like, makes you think. Maybe it's just after every, maybe in like 2033, I'm gonna have an awful year. I hope not. That'll be something that I say once we get past 2026. Where am I gonna be here? Like on the day streak of 2027, I gotta think about what I'm gonna say to myself in that time. And maybe it'll be kind of like a meta, like, vlog post that I could then react to myself in the future and just say, hey man, you did it. But until then, let's live in the past right now, and let's take a look at this flame one last time. 2023, boom, there it is, boom, and a boom. On the day streak, we kept the flame going, we kept it alive, and honestly, we didn't really need that much. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. I usually do like 10 lessons in a day, so this feels like a super vacation of doing like 5 or 6. So there's something to be said there. Yeah, and I hope that, I don't know, I just hope that the years past, like 2023 and 2022, that was 2022 was a roller coaster. 2023 was just like a hell. It was hellish. Oh yeah, because I like that year, I think my sister got reconstructive surgery, and I was just like not getting enough sleep, just trying to like make sure that she was okay, and changing out her drains and stuff. And it was just like a 24/7 nursing thing. And I don't understand how like people do this, like, I don't understand like how shitty our healthcare system is, where we can't just stay at the hospital for a couple weeks. It's got to be like in and out, outpatient care, and get them out of here. Essentially, it's almost as if like there's not enough room for anybody. But that was a tough year. I remembered that. That's how I spent my birthday, actually. Well, we made it. We made it past that, and I don't know if it'll get any worse. Hope not. Knock on wood. But until then, saying goodbye to the bunny rabbit that introduced me to the world of buns. I never thought I'd soften up for a rabbit. But, something so cute and fluffy, you can't help it. And, yeah. Got mine in the other room. And they loved each other, Queen and Bean, and Bam and Bean. It also made me think, what What if Bean like had little Bamlets or little Beanlets, little Bean Bam hybrids? Would she have cancer in her reproductive tract? I don't know. Makes me think. Makes you wonder. But that's the past. This is now. Hopefully timelines can all be lived simultaneously in different alternate dimensions. But in this one, I, for some reason, had a hankering for Duolingo because of my beautiful Latina queen. As much as that makes me sound like a simp, I am still, I don't know, that maybe it's obsession, maybe it's a passion, so to speak, but yeah, moving on to 2024 eventually for tomorrow. We'll have some stuff to talk about, that's for sure. I'll complain about my crappy customer service job and moving here, actually. Yeah, that'll be what we'll talk about tomorrow. But until then, 2,023 days on the day streak. We kept the flame going. We kept it alive. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Ah, man, never get into those Ponzi schemes ever, you know. This is all because I just want to have an easy life and not have to work as hard, just be a musician. You know, why did I go into this YouTube streaming business that doesn't make any money? I don't know. If I had the keys to the kingdom, I would probably never learn a language. But, you know, here we are. Just enjoying ourselves, having peace where it's at. But with that being said, I hope you have a wonderful night. Muito obrigado por assistir. Boa noite. Ciao, ciao for now. Take care. Até próxima. 2023. Whew, what a year. But, you know, with that chapter closing, remember always, every ending is a new beginning. Ciao, ciao.
The song has restored my strength.